Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building in the new world of Tartosa for the first time. I'm really excited to share this speed build with you. I was so excited when I finished this house, and I really hope you're going to like it because I'm very happy about how it turned out, and I think it's absolutely cute. So before we get any more further, let me tell you some information about the build. So it's built on a 20 by 20 in Tartosa. It's a house for 2 sims, and it comes in at 47,461 simoleons. So yeah, that's it. So it's not a starter home, but it's also not like super expensive as well. So I had an inspiration picture for this build that I again deleted because I'm absolutely useless when it comes to this stuff, and I was really excited to start building, but when I actually started I wasn't sure I liked it. So I finished I think like half of the exterior on like the first day that I built this, and I was pretty much decided that I'm going to bulldoze the whole thing and build something different. But then Saturday came, which was last week, and I was like, okay, I'll try some more to make it look really good. So I played with it a little bit more, I tried different things, and I fell in love. And I'm really happy that I didn't end up deleting the whole thing, because I really love how it turnn out in the end. I think it's really cool that you have like pretty much 2 separate houses, which when you look at it, the left one is like the main living spaces. There's kitchen, dining and living room in there, and the other one is the bathroom and bedroom, and there's also a lot of things on the outside. So there is a fireplace, there is a grill, there is outdoor seating, there is like a lounge area. You also have a yoga mat here, so if your sims want to kind of practice yoga and watch the ocean, seems like a perfect thing to me. I love doing that when we're on vacation in the summer, by car obviously, because I have to take my mat. So when we are going on a vacation by car, I take my mat, and I love to just stretch, do yoga while looking at the sea or at whatever scenery we have there. So that's pretty perfect. And yeah, that's okay, moving on. Back to the build. I did a lot of things with the platform. So technically the interior of the house could probably pass as like a small home, or not a tiny home I think, but small home, or like a oh wait, yeah, maybe tiny home or a small home. But obviously because I used a lot of platforms on the exterior, it can't be marked as a tiny home, which sucks, because yeah, I really hope we could do that. Like we could exclude the exterior tiles from the tile count, but unfortunately that's not how it works. Anyway, so now we are working on a little bit of landscaping. I wasn't really sure what to do here because obviously the environment is very different than what we have in other worlds, so I wasn't really sure if I wanted to work with the same things that I usually use, but I did end up using this base game bush as like a base, as I always do, which I think looks quite cool. I as well didn't really know what to do with the terrain paint, but I ended up putting sand like underneath the house, which I think looks kind of cool because it adds to the sort of Mediterranean tropical vibe, I guess. So yeah, that's what I did. I also used some of the landscaping from Strangerville because there are a lot of like cacti and stuff. So I know this is not exactly what you can see in Tartosa, but I really like the way it looked around the house, so I used it. So this was the point where I wasn't sure about the build. I was like, almost at the end of the part one. So this is where I ended up on the first day. I was like, yeah, do I like it? Not really. Will I try to do something about it? Probably. So I did add a couple of things off camera. I added some decorations at the side of the house, and as well as at the front, and in under the like connecting roof I added like a gazebo from Island Living, which I thought looked really cool because it added the detail, but I made sure it would be better playable. So I put the gazebo on the top floor and I lowered it down, so if you're playing with this house you can still see underneath the gazebo that is in the center of the house. So there is like a connecting roof, and there is one of the gazebos underneath that, and I made sure that that disappears when you put the walls down when you want to play with the house. This one is not, so you have to like turn around with the camera if you want your Sims to sit here, but the other one is going to disappear when you put the walls down, which is kind of cool, I think. I also used this light from the Blooming Rooms kit for the first time ever because I didn't really find a place to put it in my previous builds because it's very long and I usually build with the short wall height. And this time, because I used a lot of platforms, I used the medium wall height. So that was a perfect opportunity to use this planned light here. I also used this cabinet thing from Jungle Adventure, which I swear I have never seen it before. I didn't even know this item existed until I was browsing through the items and I wanted to put some kind of shelving above this unit. I was like, okay, let's see what we have here. I was like, oh, this is cool. I've never seen that before. So yeah, it's a really cool item. You have like glasses hanging from it, and you have like plates inside. I think it's really cool. I think I should use it more because it really is yeah, it really is a cool item. So I highly recommend you try it next time you're building. I also added a lot of plants, and I also used this plant from the Courtyard Oasis kit. It's a very big plant and it doesn't really fit inside, and you have to have a specific build to put it on the outside, and this was one of those because it's a tropical build, and I absolutely love that I was able to use it because I love the plant, but it's very hard to use, so I was really happy that I could use it here. I also made the lounge area back here, so I used the chairs from Jungle Adventure to do that. This is exactly the angle I used for the sneak peek picture I posted about a week ago, which had a lot of nice comments and a lot of likes on Twitter and Instagram, so I'm really happy that you were excited about the builds. I hope you will be happy with the whole thing, obviously. I'm also adding a lot of plants because yeah, I love plants when it comes to building, so I put a lot of plants everywhere, so that's just how it is. And now we are moving on to the kitchen, which I kept it very light colored because I've been doing a lot of like darker builds recently. For example, the last build that you saw on my channel, which was the industrial container home, and that was a very dark color scheme, so I wanted to keep this one a lot lighter and kind of bright and airy because obviously it's like a vacation home sort of thing, and I wanted to keep it nice and bright and light and nice. So that's why I decided to go with like a white, light wood and blue-green color scheme. So I have somewhere green, somewhere blue, but I really love the way it turned out. It's really peaceful and really calm. I really like it. I also use this mirror from the vintage Glamour pack, I believe, which I thought looked perfect. So there is a mirror obviously in the bathroom, but the bathroom is next door, so in the cube next to it, and I really liked the result, or like the way the mirror looked here. It was a nice decoration. I also used this table from the base game update with the chairs from the My Wedding Stories pack, which I thought looked perfect. These chairs, I think I'm going to overuse them because they are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. They look incredible, especially for builds like this or for builds like boho inspired, and the wood tone is perfect. So I think I'm going to get a lot of use of these. Yeah, so this was actually like not my first time building with the pack because I did something different with it. I did some room builds with the new pack already, but this was my first like proper usage of the items in the build, and I really love some of the build and buy items. I haven't noticed if the game is really broken or not because I've only built in the world, but for me it worked fine, which is nice. But I've heard that a lot of people have their game like broken and they can't really play with the weddings, which sucks. Yeah, but I'm a builder and I don't really need the gameplay to work, if you know what I mean. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna get the pack straight away, but I was so excited about the items that I just had to, and I had quite a rough week before I bought it, so I was like, okay, you deserve to treat yourself, so I did. Yeah, so we are now working on the living room. I used the console table from Jungle Adventure to create like a TV stand. I just used a small TV because I figured if you're in a place like this, you don't really spend that much time indoor. So the Sims probably don't watch TV a lot. I also used this counter. It's a curtain from Dine because I wanted to initially use the one that I have here from base game, but I felt like this was a lot nicer and it kind of added something a little bit different again. And I am also going to be adding a rock and some details around, and then we are going to move on to the bedroom and bathroom. So apart from getting a new pack, it's also my birthday in a couple of weeks, and I was asked by my parents what I wanted for my birthday, and I didn't really know because I have everything I need. But I got a new mouse, which is really exciting. So as you may or may not know, I am a Mac user, so I play Sims and everything on my Mac. So I had the Mac mouse before, the Magic mouse, which is a nice mouse, but it's not really ergonomic, so it's not really good for your body. Not really the right term, but yeah, you understand what I mean. So it's not really that good for you. And I was having a hard time picking a new mouse because my dad and my brother, they use a different one, but each one has a different one. My dad has like a vertical one, which is very odd, and I find it hard to believe that it can be nice, but I decided to get the one that my brother uses, which is a really nice one. It's from Logitech, and I have a keyboard from them as well because I use an external monitor when I use my laptop in my room. So that's why I decided to get a new mouse as well, and I'm really happy with it so far. I've had it for like a week now, and it's really nice. So I highly recommend you get a very good mouse when you're playing Sims, especially because you use a lot of it. So when you're building, you use a lot of your mouse. Anyway, I completely talked about the start of the bedroom. So the bedroom, I love it. It looks so peaceful. I also placed a fireplace, which I know is not really realistic in a place like this because it's probably warmer than colder, but I felt like it was just so cute. And I made this, the other side of the house, not that boho, but I feel like this is a bit of a boho. This has a little bit of a boho vibe to it, and I am absolutely here for it. I love the boho style. It's very nice, but I like the more muted down boho style, the more early ones, and I think the light wood paired with the blue and the creams is just perfect. So I also placed a wardrobe, I believe from the kids bag, because I really like the wood color, and I also placed a mirror and some shoes, and I think we're going to move on to the bathroom, which is fairly simple. There's just a tap, some decorations, and like a normal sink and a toilet, and that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, for watching the speed build. I hope you enjoyed it because I absolutely loved creating this house. If you want to download this build, it's available on my gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, and you can also get the tray files in the description box below on my Ko-fi page if you prefer it that way. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There are still a lot of people that watch my videos that aren't subscribed to the channel, so I would really appreciate if you'd subscribe so you wouldn't miss any video I put out, because I post every week on Friday. And yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by, for being here with me for the past 15 minutes, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Enchanté.